Beth, could I interrupt you and Dan for just a minute?
Yeah.
Well, Jerry and I had a little fight, and I need a ride home.
Oh, sure, Edie. Let's see, we have to take Bill and Rita, and that's pretty far out. She'll be another half an hour late.
And I promised Mother I'd be home early.
Why don't you just patch things up with Jerry?
I can't. He's gone already. Besides, I didn't want to ride with Jerry. He had too much to drink.
Jerry's gone by himself? Gosh, he was kind of under the weather.
Well, I didn't want him to go alone. I tried to get him to let me drive.
You know, that worries me. Bev, do you think I ought to go after him, see if he makes it home all right?
Well, somebody ought to. I wish somebody would. But we've got to take Bill and Rita and Edie here. Well, if you go looking for Jerry, you'll never get home tonight.
Something wrong here? Jerry's gone on home, and in his condition, we think somebody ought to catch up with him to make sure he gets there. And Edie's stranded.
Well, we can go after him, and we can take Edie with us.
I think I might stay here and go with Dan.
But I don't know if Bill and Rita are ready to go yet.
Well, I'll go get the coats.
I wish you two were ready to go. Keith's been drinking, too.
Well, I don't think he's been drinking that much. I mean, enough to hurt anything.
What do you think?
I think it's all right. I'm not afraid to go with him.
Well...
Look, I can take you home now and come back for Bill and Rita.
Well, that'd be an awful lot of trouble. Maybe I better just call Mother and tell her I'll be late.
Oh, come on and go with us. Besides, you'll make Keith mad by insinuating he's drunk.
I guess so. Well, all right.
Fine.
Here are your coats.
Thank you. Now, you drive carefully tonight, please.
Okay.
Okay.
You've made up your mind. Well, Keith, take it easy.
Okay.
Sure hope you find Jerry all right.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Edie.
Somewhere a drunken driver was behind the wheel. But by the time Dan and Bev had taken the other couple home, they felt much less apprehensive. They supposed Keith had caught up with Jerry in time. And then...
Oh, what is it?
Looks like an accident.
You don't suppose it was Jerry?
Keith should have been able to catch him by now. You wait here. I'll go see if I can help.
It was Jerry.
No, not Jerry. Someone in the crowd up there had seen the state patrol stop a car that was weaving. But that was before the accident. I asked about it. The description fits Jerry's car. I guess he's safe. The police took him on in.
Oh, thank heavens. For a minute there, I thought it was Jerry. What's that you got there?
My good luck piece. The one I gave Edie. She didn't want to ride with Keith.
With Keith?
I found it up there at the side of the road. Why didn't she stick to her guns? Why didn't she insist on riding with us? Why'd I let her go off with someone who'd been drinking?
But Keith wasn't drunk.
No, Keith wasn't drunk.
No, Keith wasn't drunk, the way Jerry was. Had he been, the police might have picked him up too. But Keith had just enough alcohol to slow his reactions in a critical moment. A moment that was to send him and Mary and Edie to the hospital.
I know one thing. You can't trust to luck. If the driver's been drinking, you've got to stick to your guns and turn down the ride. Always.
Nobody can afford to drive with alcohol present in the body. Today's heavy traffic and high-speed cars make the odds heavy against the non-drinking driver. out of consideration for the safety of others and yourself. Should you drive if you have been drinking recently? Should you ride with a driver who has? These decisions ought not to be difficult for you to make.